we did a report a few months ago on the digital divide. And if I remember the numbers correctly, only 15% or 17% children had access to education during pandemic through digital means. So let's be honest about the real access that the poor have in this country. But having said that, I would not in any way say that this is really the growth story, because the point is that you had, by this government's own admission, 80 crore people surviving on the food provided by the government. We saw 2 years ago that it is essentially the NREGA which sustained the population in this country during the tough pandemic period. So while we are talking of the growing economy, we are not addressing the question of redistribution. And I think that's central for any country. As in, I really do not understand if you have the levels of deprivation and the levels of poverty. And again, let me say that this government has not given us poverty figures for years now. At least till 12-13, we were getting some poverty figures pretty regularly. Whatever we have is ad hoc, but even that is now saying that multidimensional poverty is, say, from 25% to 35%, wherever you put it. And these are startling figures. And we need to answer the question.
Yeah, so let's talk about tax. Let's talk about tax. Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to make that point as in, what happens to these 30% of Indian population is the question. Why are we so stuck on talking about what happens at the top 1%? Because the trickle down, we have been seeing that. And it's not just these 7-8 years. For the last 30 to 40 years, we've seen this largely the architecture, the neoliberal architecture, which is moving ahead. And we've not been able to see the trickle down happening to the poorest of